Hi, this is a random I'm in bed and I want to make a video because it's been stuck in my head thought. And I want to talk to you all about GoBots. There were the toy line figures, which were big cutesy versions where they had a. No. I mean, actual GoBots. And, I mean, alright, this is a super GoBot, but, still. Wow, the paint's terrible on this one. I've got about 3 of these, but this is the only one with both the handles. I've got a lot of second-hand GoBots. Still. It's been stuck in my head for a couple of days, and I there's some Christmas song, that they play in work, and every now and then they go, "Oh, I didn't want to be a renegade," and every time I go, "Well, I don't know, little one," which is my terrible Scooter impression, as done by Frank Welker, because renegades were the bad guys, isn't that bad guys? And so it's just got me thinking about GoBots all week, and it's like, and I want them to make a live action GoBots film. Bear with me, everybody, because GoBots look awful anyway, so they can't make them look worse. No, I'm going to stand by that. They can't really make them look worse. But I want a remake of that. And I want this to be kind of like a twist to it. And I want it to be what I always kind of felt, personally, as a kid. That you got the two factions. You got the Guardians and the Renegades. You know, the Guardians who are peacekeepers and all that. And the Renegades that are just bad. For unbeknownst reasons, they're just bad. I want the Renegades to be the good guys and the Guardians to be the bad guys. I want to flip. I want it to be a propaganda thing. Because I'm going off the cartoon. Because that's all I really watched. I've tried looking at some like wikis and stuff, and they seem really weird. Depending where you go, what continuity, really weird. Because again, this is all going off the cartoon. Because I don't know anything else. The cartoon, by the way, made by Hanna-Barbera. You know, the people who made, like, Huckleberry Hound. Warring robots that transform. The cartoon, you had the Guardians, who could all shoot lasers from their fists, as standard, pretty much. Because that's very, heroic. You know, all good guys having built-in weapons. Except for Scooter, but... And they were building planet Gobatron, which was their home planet. They were building this planet or expanding it or something. They kept adding like pieces to make the shell, because the actual thing kind of looked like an apple that you've eaten all those sides around. It's just the top, the bottom, and the core in the middle, and they're slowly building around it. So I'm like, how did Gobatron start then? Was it like a little dirt planet? Was it a spaceship and they're just building it out? And then you gotta think, well, hang on. Where are they getting these resources to build the planet from? So, in my head... Pardon me, my throat's gone horrible. Sorry, excuse me. In my head, the Guardians for the greater good are basically going around trying to get planets to be their friends, and then sucker them into donating, supplies and stuff, and if they don't, conquer them. And using the Renegades as an excuse, like, oh look, these people come to your planet, they're bad guys, we're going to help you fight them. And the Renegades are like, dude, just leave us alone. No, they're invading, we've got to attack them. Yeah, the Renegades are basically the fall guy kind of thing. Because I always liked Psykill as a leader. Like, there wasn't often where he showed, like, violence towards his his cohorts for no reason. And quite a lot of the time, if they got hurt, he'd actually pick them up and carry them to safety. Yeah? And when he was complaining, it's like, I remember one. I think they were trying to escape in a ship or something. It was damaged. He's like, quick, blast off. Like, we can't, it's damaged. He's like, don't argue. It's like really Family Guy, the way he's doing it. I'm like, oh, God, it's funny. Oh, I always found Psykill slightly camp as well. No, just, And obviously, I'm always on board with any team that has Crasher. The best GoBot, the best character. People can do, fembots, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't care. It's not even that she's a female. It's nothing to do with that. It's all about the laugh. The full-on Crasher cackle. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Just no one can do it. Just Crasher. If you've seen, I think I've done a Fracture review and stuff like that. Crasher's the best. Just the best. I know they've done, upscaled, really improved versions of GoBots. I don't know if they've done a Crasher, but if they did, I love Crasher. Crasher's just brilliant. Crasher's just like, I'm here, I'm having a good time, and I love Crasher. But yeah, I want to make a live action. I want the good guys to be, the bad guys and the bad guys. The Renegades are just cooler. You could even have were they called the monsters? Like Pincher and Claws and all those kind of things. The weird Renegades that looked like monsters. You have them as basically like I don't want to say like birth defects or something like that. You have ones that have been made wrong, or they were made expressly for the purpose for being fall guys. Like, oh look, these ones are monsters, and they're like, look, we just look like this. It's not our fault. And Psykill's actually stepped up and gone, whoa, hang on, that's not cool. So they made him a bad guy too. There's lots of racial tension you could put into this. I'm not going for that. These are robots, okay? I'm not bringing race into this at all. These are just robots. I want the Renegades to get some backing, get some love. Everyone follows Leader 1. I hate Leader 1. Turbo's basically discount Ironhide made beforehand. Because I know GoBots was first, yada yada, no one cares. But he's discount Ironhide. Let's be honest. Or if you watch the Netflix series Discount Hound, because Ironhide and Hound had the personality switched for some reason. Freaks me out that bit. But, yeah, I want some GoBots. I want some GoBots. I want them hardcore. And I want Psykill to be the hero. Well, Crasher. But Psykill. And someone needs to kill Littlefoot. It's not because she's a woman. It's because she was basically their Bumblebee. And she was somehow worse than Scooter. Scooter at least was supposed to be the brains of the op. Littlefoot was just there because she was a girl. And it was just... why am I getting so angry about GoBots? It's been in my head all week, alright? I've had 4 days of this. So anyway, live action GoBots. The Guardians are the bad guys. Renegades are Renegades because they're going against the indoctrination of the Guardians. The Guardians, what they're guarding is never explained. And yeah, I want Psykill and stuff to be the good guys. I want them to be the heroes. And by that, they don't need to be good guys. They don't have to be nicey about it. They can still be nasty if they want to. But I want them to be, technically in the right. Okay? The protagonists, not antagonists, so to speak. Right, I need to go to sleep because, I've got the smaller version of this. Again, missing handlebars and stuff. But I never had the wheels or the little engine block. Saw one in a pawn shop once. But it was 15 quid or something. I'm like, nah. No. And even then it only had one wheel. It's like, nope, not doing it. Nope. Anyway, I'm going. So, bye-bye.